Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Mr. Kim here. I wanted to go over just using linear equations to draw the outline of your art because I see that some of you guys were struggling with it. So why don't we get started? So the first thing that we have to learn or know about is the form of y equals mx plus b. And so what we have to realize is there are two elements to this equation. So this b, like we learned, controls the height or the y-intercept of the line. So it moves it up and down. And then the m, as it goes lower, right, as it goes to a negative, it becomes a downhill. As you can see, if you were to go from left to right, it's downhill because it's negative. And then as it becomes as it increases, the slope becomes less steep. And then once it hits 0, bam, right, it becomes a straight horizontal line because it has no slope. And then as it goes right here, as it becomes positive, like 0.3, as you can see, the line increases and becomes more steep. So as the slope increases, so does the slope become more steep. Okay, so right here, this m controls the steepness of the line. Okay, so that's the first thing here that we have to learn how to do, is that y equals mx plus b. The b, which is the y-intercept, controls the y-intercept, and the m controls the steepness of the line. Okay, so all you need to know is that, and you need to know how to do, let's see if the constraints work here. The constraints, so let's just say I go from -2 to +2. So -2 to +2. So it works. So as you can see, I wanted to make the line a little bit shorter. So as you can see, I go from -2, the x values, all the way to +2. So even I can change this, but it will only give me up to -2 and 2. And same with this one right here. I can change it however I want, but then the x values are always gonna be between -2 and 2. Sometimes it's not easy to work with x values. Sometimes you just want to work with y values. So you can actually change this to y as well. So watch this. Bam. Now if you look over here, the y value, we're talking about the y value. The y value goes from -2 to 2. -2 to 2. So as you can see, if we change this here, okay, so it will only go up to, right, -2 and 2. Okay, the line, see, as you can see, as the b goes up, as the b increases, so the b is actually increasing, right? The y-intercept is increasing, but it looks like it's moving to the left, but actually the y-intercept is just increasing, and the constraint is just being set at +2 and -2. So voila, right? And then let's try to change this here. See, the constraint will always be between -2 and 2. So -2 and 2 here, always, right? -2 and 2, bam. So that's essentially all you need to know, how to draw anything, right? You got the y equals mx plus b, so you got the m, which is the slope, b, which is the y-intercept, and then you got the -2, and this right here, which can set the constraints for not only the height but also the width, and you could use it using the y values, which controls the y values and sets the constraint for that, or x values, which sets the constraint just from x to x. So like we talked about here, right? So those are the two different ways that you can use to work with linear equations. So now I kind of wanted to go through how to draw an actual simple drawing using this, just so that I can give you guys an example. And we're just gonna do the outline because I think it'd be more helpful to kind of see that. So let's go through it really quickly. I just came up with this. I just saw it online and it seemed like a cool thing to draw. And this is my first time trying it. So I'm probably gonna make some mistakes, but let's get started here. So I'm gonna start by drawing this line right here. I'm gonna make this like 10 units and then 10 units and then 10 units. So this entire thing is probably gonna be like 30 units here. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set so if you guys can take a look, watch. I'm gonna make the M to 0, right? So now I have some sort of thing that I like. Okay, I'm gonna maybe set it to 6, and I'm going to make it 30 in length. So I'm gonna go from -15 to 15. So okay. So it goes from -15 to 15, which is about 30 in length. And then, so I'm going to just rewrite this. So my B is 6 and my M is 0. So Y equals 0x plus B, which is 6. And 0x is just the same thing as 6. So I'm gonna just draw Y equals 6. And then I'm gonna set the constraints here like this. 15 x 15 like that. Okay, so I have the constraint for this line right here. Okay, now let's go ahead and draw this line that's up here. And I don't know how much I'm gonna have to go up, but I'm just gonna take a guess. So I'm gonna grab this here, and then I don't know, let's move it up to like, I don't know, probably like 15. Okay, so I like 15. And then I want it to be maybe like 14, I think. It's not gonna be perfect, but let's do like 14 in length. Oops. We're gonna do 14 in length. Let's see if I can stop that. Here we go. Okay, about 14 in length. So let's go ahead and do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do y is equal to, and then my y-intercept is already 15. I'm gonna 15. Remember, it's 0x plus 15, but that's the same thing, right? Just the 15. The slope is 0x, right? It has no slope, so it's a straight line. And then we're gonna go from like -7 till like x and 7, +7. Okay, so now we have this line here, right? And so what I want to draw next is I want to draw like this corner of this purple line to this corner of the black line. So let's go ahead and do that. So it seems like the rise is going to be 10, right? From 5 to 10. And then the run's going to be like 8. So 5 and 8. So it's going to, my slope is going to be 10 over 8. And then y is equal to x, right? And then I'm gonna have to move this up a little bit, plus b. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to move this up a little bit, like 10, a little bit higher, maybe 20. Let's try 20, a little bit higher, 25, 20. Okay, I think I have to change this to maybe like a 9. Okay, and then I have to bring it down one more, bring it down. Okay, there you go. So as you can see, I changed the my slope here to 9 because my rise is 9 and my run is 8. And so that sets this line here. So I'm gonna just draw the opposite of this, right? So that I have the other half, this part of the diamond here. So I'm gonna do y is equal to -9 over 8 x plus 23, okay? Now I'm just gonna set the constraints. I'm gonna use the y constraint. It's gonna go from 6 to 15. Okay, 6 to 15. So I'm gonna go y. So it's gonna be 6 to y is 15, and then that's the same thing here too. 6 y to 15. Okay, you see that? now I have created just like the top part here. And then now I'm going to go from here, this corner, right, to that corner. Okay, so let's figure out what the slope is. Slope is gonna be 9. Okay, 6 to 15 is 9. The difference is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then my run is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's gonna be 9 over 7 equals 9 over 7x. And then, yeah, let's make it negative so that I do the left side first. And then now let's increase it. Let's start at 10. Too high. 8, 7, and 6. Okay, so I have that line, and then I'm gonna flip this over. I'm gonna do a positive slope for this. 7x plus 6, and voila. So I just need to set the constraints again to 6, between 6 and 15. 6, 15, and then 6, y 15, and voila. So as you can see, I have that top part now. Okay, so I have that top part now. So I'm gonna bring this down. Maybe I'm gonna do like, I don't know, like 10, 15 units down to that. So I'm gonna go like here. So I'm gonna go like here to maybe like negative 15. Okay, so the way to do that is just y is equal to 0, or x is equal to 0, and it will draw that line, and I'm gonna go all the way up to like 15. So my constraints is gonna be from 15 to negative 15. So negative 15 to positive 15. So as you can see, voila. Maybe I'll go up to negative 20. Negative 20 sounds good. Okay, voila. Okay, now the thing that you have to recognize is this. If you put like 15 here and then negative 20 here, it's not gonna work. And the reason why is because there's no number that's greater than 15 but less than negative 20. Right? Think about it. Like, think about 16. 16 is greater than 15, but it's not less than negative 20. So the reason why it's not showing anything is because there's no instance where this statement is true. And so that's why it's not working. So let's go ahead and switch that over like so. And then now we have this nice line here. I'm going to get rid of this here for now. And then we're just going to, oh, I did that incorrectly. I think I'm supposed to have another set of this. So I only did this part. Oh well, it's fine. This is just an example, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, it needed to be like, yeah, another set of this, but it's okay. Let's just keep going. I'm just gonna draw this line here to here. That's gonna be like, I made this a little bit too difficult, but it's okay. So we're gonna go from 6, and then that's gonna be 20. So that's gonna be 26 is the rise, and then 15 is gonna be the run. So 26 is gonna be the rise, and then 15 is gonna be the run. So we're gonna y is equal to negative x. Okay. Now let's bring that way down. Negative 20. Perfect. Okay. So as you can see, I have this line. And then I'm just gonna draw the other line here. Okay, y is equal to positive 26 over 15, x minus 20, and voila, right? And then I am going to constrain this using my y constraint. It's gonna be negative 20 to like negative 20 to 6. So negative 20 to 6. Right, and then the same thing here. I'm gonna do negative 20 to 6. Voila. Obviously, I made a mistake. I totally thought I was creating this, but I realized that I only did this part. No, I didn't. I think I just did this part, right, and then did this part. So I just need another set of this, and I messed up, but it's okay. I think it basically demonstrated like how you're supposed to use these lines. to be able to make a certain shape. So I hope that helps. This is just using the y equals mx plus b form to create the outline of your drawing. And so hope that video helped. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.